Britain should not fear the trade tariffs that could be introduced after a no-deal Brexit, as they may not prove to be a disaster, the head of the Scottish fishing industry predicted. After the fifth round of trade talks last month, the EU's chief Brexit negotiator, Michel Barnier, said a deal with the UK by the end of the year appears unlikely. He complained Britain was demanding, near total exclusion, of European fishing boats from its waters. While there have been signs of compromise in some key issues, such as the need for a single deal rather than multiple sectoral agreements, Brussels still insists on maintaining its current fishing rights in British waters and wants London to agree to a number of EU regulations, including environmental standards, workers' rights and state aid rules. In a statement, the UK's chief negotiator, David Frost, also concurred that there were considerable gaps. Prime Minister Boris Johnson has been adamant that he will not allow the discussions to drag on into the autumn, arguing that British businesses and citizens need certainty on the way forward before then. This means that if the two sides are unable to reach a deal by the end of the current Brexit transition period, Britain will leave the single market and the customs union without any agreement on future access, and will trade with the bloc on World Trade Organization (WTO) terms. While many believe trading on WTO terms with the bloc could bring disruption, the head of the Scottish fishing industry claimed Britain should not be frightened to death by the trade tariffs that could be introduced under a no-deal. According to a throwback report by The Guardian from 4 years ago, Bertie Armstrong, chief executive of the Scottish Fishermen's Federation, told the Commons Brexit Select Committee that the fishing sector could have seen a doubling or more of its catch if Britain took back control of its waters. He said the WTO tariff on fish was between 5% and 10%, while the pound had dropped by almost 20% against the euro after the EU referendum. He said, "Let us not be frightened to death of tariffs at all. They may be consumed in the noise of currency fluctuation and some small tariff may not be a disaster."